Hi guys, it is Rich again from TrekSpark, and I've got another little tutorial for you. This week, this month rather, it's on how to make your kick drum fat. So, without further ado, I use this all the time, whether it's on live drums or sequenced live drums or dance drums, anything. I just find that adding a really nice sort of subby fatness to your kick is great, and I can never really get it from just a sample itself. So, and especially when you've got a live kit, it always tends to lack that bottom end. This is just one of the loops, one of the TrekSpark loops. Here you go, quickly. So the bottom end's a little bit weak. So I will show what we're going to do is take an oscillator and side chain it to the kick drum, and then that way we're going to put a gate on it, and that way the kick drum will sort of trigger really fat subby oscillator sound. Anyway, here we go. So here's the kick drum on its own. Okay, standard kick drum. And what we want to do is add either a group channel or an NFX channel. Either way, anything that you can put an insert onto and then send your kick drum to. So I'm gonna do it as a group channel. Either one will work. So I've added my group channel, and here it is at the bottom, group 10. So I'm going to drag it up and put it next to my kick drum. I'm going to colour it the same just so I know, and then rename it kick sub. Right, and then I'm going to get my control panel up. So here's my kick sub control panel. We can see inserts down the left, all empty. Sends down the right, all empty. So first thing we want to do is get our sound, our oscillator, and there's a test generator in Cubase. You can do it using anything. You could, create. Here we go. You could create a sine wave using a synth that you've got, or Massive or whatever. So here, it's just a sine wave. You can try out different waveforms, but sine is the best for this, I find. And at the moment the frequency is set to 440, so we want a nice deep frequency. I always like to start on around 50 hertz. So there we go. Depending on the song and the style of song as well, you'll obviously play with your frequency. Don't just set it to 50 and leave it, or 45 or whatever. Play around, see which frequency works best for the particular track you're working on. As you know, we all know that sometimes basses sit underneath the kick drum or on top of the kick drum, etc. So we don't want things to start clashing that way. But anyway, here we go. So we've got our really subby sine wave. Now, next in the inserts chain, we're going to add a gate. I'm just going to use this C1 gate, wave C1, but you can use any gate. The native one that comes with your DAW will be fine. Anything that you can set it to sidechain. So here's the little sidechain button. Activate sidechain. So now we're on sidechain, and now I can turn back on this. It's still making a noise because the gate is open, so I've just got to make sure the gate's shut until we trigger it. So that is my kick sub channel setup. Now I'm going to go to my kick itself. Just go to the control panel here, and in the sends, I'm going to go to my side chains. This is the only thing that I've got as a side chain. So it says side chains, kick sub. So click on that, and then turn it on, so I'm sending full signal to my kick sub. Now if I solo it, we can see that the sub's coming out. If I mutate that, no sub. Nice big fat kick drum. The other thing that you want to play around with in your kick sub is your attack and release times. Obviously, make sure that the gate opens at the right volume. I always leave the attack to either 1 or 2 milliseconds, and then try, and depending on the song, set your release time and the tempo of your song, how tight you want your your subby kick to sound. Then you obviously play with the release times. I want to turn it up a little bit. It's set to -12. There you go. So no sub. And let's listen to that in the whole loop. No sub. Sub. Big fat kick. Nice one. Hope that was useful. I use it all the time. Cheers. Have a good one.